Hello everybody, this is my tribute to Charlie Williams in Barnsley where I live. Blue Plaque was erected on the Civic Hall in Barnsley, and I took a few photographs. My wife and I were privileged to be able to see the unveiling along with other members of the public, and I thought I'd share them all with you today. Here you can see lots of people turned out for the occasion. It was a nice day. Here you can see my friend Bill Newman, who was a councillor at that time. Tim Cheetham was a councillor, and here he is with the mayoress. The mayoress looked wonderful. She was a tribute to us with her dress code. But unfortunately, and I did try several times, I just could not get her on camera. Here you can see that the plaque has not been unveiled yet. In fact, people are just embracing one another as they come to meet, and they're speaking to the crowd afterwards, of course. Now, you can see the comedians. I'm not saying who they are, but do you think this chap's saying, "Who's that cameraman over there?" Well, find out. Of course, now you can see he's pointing out to me and he's saying, "Oh yeah, that must be John over there." Of course, I'm joking. He was cracking a joke at the time. And you can see on the faces of the other comedians that he was saying something nice about Charlie. Everybody had a kind word for Charlie on that day, and you can see by the expressions on people's faces that they were all moved by the occasion. It was a wonderful occasion, actually. People were coming all the time, and you can see this famous lady, actress, and she took time out to speak to everyone, really, and the mood was such that it was like, I don't know, it was like a family greeting, and I was sad to go away from it all because it was it was such a nice occasion. Another wonderful comedian, I think, if I remember right, he used to have a routine where he pretended the microphone wasn't working properly, and of course he's getting on in age now, but he wanted to be there, you know, and who can blame him for that? Some of the people I didn't recognise. There's quite a few faces in there that you will recognise, I suppose. Well, I hope you will. So here you can see that the plaque's been unveiled for all the public to see. I think at this point when I took this photograph, the crowds were dispersing. I knew there was quite a few photographers there, and there was quite a few dignitaries there, but it was very well organised, I have to say that. And but it was not long before, once people started moving, it soon cleared. So here we are then. Everyone's gone home, and I'm now taking a front view of the plaque itself, which says Charlie Williams, MBE, 1927 to 2006. Performed here, that means that Civic Hall in Barnsley. He was a footballer, comedian and entertainer who never forgot his Barnsley roots and he said things like, "Hey up me old flower, ain't it a lovely day?" And I can testify that because Charlie used to say that to me sometimes when he was passing in Barnsley itself in the streets. And I have to say about Charlie, he was a very smart looking man, and he when he had his suit on and you could see you could see your face through his shoes. It was of the old style, and when people dressed up that way. And I had extreme admiration for this man. A wonderful character, I thought. But the difference between Charlie and myself is that you can tell that I've got a very strong accent, and I've been asked to keep the accent rather than drop it. If you can't understand me, please say so, and I'll modify it later. But the difference between me and Charlie was that Charlie used his accent to have fun, and I think that was a wonderful thing to do. And I remember when I was a young fella going to see Charlie at this large venue, and the place was in uproar. From him coming onto the stage to going off, he was absolutely tremendous. The people were in stitches, laughing, and that's what he went for, isn't it? So, anyway, all the very best to you all, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this very short video of the wonderful Charlie Williams.